If you like what you watch, then don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest updates on The More Show. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for new weekly television and radio shows.
My final guest is Wayne Isaac from Psychic Verse. Now, Wayne has the psychic ability to pass on messages to people he meets on the streets. I went down to meet Wayne to learn more about his work. I'm now joined with Wayne Isaacs, psychic medium. Wayne, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Wayne, how did you become a psychic medium?
Well, I think it was, going back, it was not something that I planned on doing. I was in property since the age of 15. I left school and I was in property for 22 years. But during my time in property, the gift grew. The gift grew, my experience grew. And I attended a spiritualist church and things really grew from there.
Okay, so was the gift always there as a younger child, or was it something that developed in your sort of later teens?
There was experiences that happened to me as a child, such as maybe, you know, being taken out of my body as a child, and also experiencing other people in my bedroom as a child. Certainly I remember, you know, a hand moving up, a dark hand in my bedroom. Really strange, bizarre things, and toys moving by themselves. Really odd.
Well, did you question it, or? How
can you question it? Just as a child, it's perfectly normal. I was absolutely scared, actually, but I think because it happened when I was so young, I learnt to forget about it.
Okay, so in your upbringing, then, was your family quite supportive of this sort of gift that you had, of such?
They never really knew. They never really knew the gift. That was the problem. I suppose if you're not a medium or you're not a psychic yourself, how can someone understand the gift? You know, how can they support a child that is a psychic or medium? What do? Must be quite difficult. So this went uncovered for quite, you know, for many years really. And you know, my dad now is probably more supportive of it now. He'll come to my shows. You know, he'll watch me on TV. He even sends clients to me as well, so he even refers people to me.
So you found that in the end it was your dad that was more supportive, and as you've said, it was your dad that took you to the medium church, the spiritualist church,
yeah.
To sort of further your gift.
Yes.
Was there any sort of major turning points in your life that sort of put you on this career path that you're on now?
Well, I think the main thing was doing the demonstrations. I'd done a lot of charity events. There was one I did that had 150 people, and that to me that was quite daunting, from doing, you know, small demonstrations, because I do stuff around people's houses as well where there's maybe 5 or 6 people, but to go into like a theatre style and you've got 150 faces looking at you, it's quite daunting. So that boosted my confidence in able to demonstrate in front of an audience. Because to do that, I had to just push myself. There's nothing you can really plan for. You've just got to do it.
You're sort of questioning your gift all the time, aren't you?
You are, but one of the things that I found when doing my demonstrations on stage is that you tend to go into a different zone. You know, you allow the energies to come in and you're in your own little zone, and you tend not to worry about the people. You tend to more worry about what am I getting in my head, what is communicating with me, and where am I going to go in the audience. That's what you worry about more than the actual people looking at you. Because everyone's got faces like, I want a message, you know? And don't forget, most of the people that come to these demonstrations, they are full supporters of mediumship, because you wouldn't go and support Tottenham if you support Arsenal, would you? They want to see you do well, they want the messages, they're on my side.
Do you think it's easier for people to come to a demonstration, less nervous for them, rather having a one-to-one reading with yourself?
I am a believer that if you come for one-to-one reading, you're going to get a message. It's more direct. It's more, people get more excited by it. It's a one-to-one thing. Whereas a theatre thing, it tends to be, people want more of a kind of show, I suppose. They want that kind of drama to it. I can't do that. I'm not a drama person. I don't see myself as being theatrical like some of the mediums you see. You know, some of the well-known mediums that you see on TV. I'm not like that. I'm just me.
Would you see yourself sort of going in that direction? Would you want to go in that direction?
I think I would love to, because I think I could get to, you know, more people. You know, but because most of my readings, when I'm in a theatre, I will tend to do maybe 4 or 5 minute readings per person, so I would get through quite a lot of people. And I think also, if you look at my work that I do on the TV, I'll do readings within a minute. I'll just give the validations, you know, within a minute, and then move on to the next message with the work I do on psychic TV.
And has your work and your gift that you've developed, did that help you cope with your mother's passing as well?
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. You know, I think I think my grieving would have gone on for a lot longer if I hadn't have found my gift. And I think also if I hadn't met my wife 3 weeks before my mum passed, you know, I think that I was meant to meet my wife. I think it was planned, because I met my wife in the worst, you know, at the worst possible time, when my mum was dying of cancer in hospital. You know, I wasn't exactly a happy person, but I just went to a pub and our eyes met across a crowded room, and I said to my friend, I think she's going to be my wife.
Okay.
And there you go.
Yeah. And like you say, this all happened at the same time when you was at a pretty low point.
Yes.
And again, you know, would you say you communicate with your mother, or would you say as a psychic that's something you wouldn't personally connect with your own family, or?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't connect with my mum, but I know my mum. The only way I do connect with my mum is for her to give me the messages and signs sometimes, you know, or my twin brother. So I don't actually talk to my mum, no. But I know she's with me, helping me.
Do you think it's a bit of a gift of a curse, or?
What to?
Well, not to be able to have that communication with your mum, to be able to sort of have that direct channel and say, look, you know.
Because no, I don't think it is a curse. Because to believe and do what I do, I don't actually need the proof to know that my mum's around. I don't need the messages, because I believe in life after death. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing these messages. So I don't need it.
And the validations that you give to everyone, you know, constantly. Now you've got acquired a growing fan base, and
yeah.
just tell us a bit about your work on TV and how you got that.
Well, I did some work on the streets where I was being filmed in a shopping centre, going out to people randomly, giving them messages, and the psychic TV producers got hold of this footage, got me in for an interview and said, we want you on our show. And I thought, wow, you know, and it was a great opportunity for me to use my gift in, you know, the right way with a massive audience, and doing what I love, you know, the best, which is helping people, giving messages, and changing people's lives.
It must have been, you know, a sort of a big choice for you to either, you know, go on TV or not. I mean, you know, it's not something you just go half-hearted with, is it?
It's not, and I always said to myself that I wouldn't really want to be doing, or seem to be doing this for the fame of it all. And don't forget, the TV work that I do, Kevin, is a small part of my career with what I do. I'm only on there maybe 2 or 3 times a week. The rest of the time, I'm out doing charitable events, I'm helping out schools, I'm doing private one-to-one readings, I'm doing Skype readings, people are coming to my house, I'm going out to them. So the TV bit is a very small part of what I actually do as a psychic medium.
But do you enjoy the fame?
It's not. I don't actually see the fame. The problem is I don't actually see the fame. And people say it's fame. I can't see the fame. You know, I'm not in Hollywood. I'm not even aiming to be. I'm so grounded, Kevin, that even if I was on every channel on TV, I wouldn't actually change at all. I'd still be me. You know, I go wherever I'm going to go with this gift, I will go. But for me, it's certainly fame is the last thing that I'm thinking about.
You've personally developed yourself. I mean, obviously, you're not the same person, you know, even 5 years ago, are you?
No.
With the gift that you've developed and you know, kept going.
No, I'm not. And I find it hard sometimes when I am walking around on the streets or on a train, and sometimes I have the urge to go up to someone and give them a message. I can't help myself sometimes, and it is difficult. Because you don't want to approach the wrong person, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
But they've never let me down. They've never let me down, and it's a bit like with the On the Streets video. I was drawn to the right people at the right time, walking to do their shopping. And the interesting reading there, if you do manage to have a look, is there's one where I go up to this woman and I bring her dad through from Spirit, and I said, I've got your dad with me and he wants to say happy birthday to you. And she said, it's my birthday tomorrow. And that's quite an interesting reading, because I also say to her that you've met up with your friend, you should have done it years ago, and there's all these validations and stuff that I couldn't possibly have known that come through, and it's all recorded. But that to me shows the gift in its true element, in its true worth, really.
And where do you see your work going then? I mean, where do you see yourself developing?
I really don't know. I mean, everything that's come to me has come to me at the right time, and there's been like openings, doors have opened, Kevin, and you know, I really don't know. I'm actually excited. I'm more excited not knowing than if I was knowing where I was going to be going, if that makes sense. The main thing is I'm happy. I wake up each day, I'm happy, I love my life, you know, and I'm really happy to be with my wife, and I'm happy to be alive.
Okay. I mean, would you see yourself doing any books, or?
I would love to do a book. I'm not very good at writing. I think I would need a ghostwriter, but certainly it's all in there, and it could be put into a book. So certainly would need someone to write it for me.
And what's the sort of one message you'd like to give to this audience?
I think certainly I think that be open-minded. I think if you are going to have a psychic reading, I think you'll be drawn to the psychic, the medium, to have a reading. I also feel that there is a timing, there's a right time to have a reading as well. And I think that go with an open mind, go through recommendation. If you're looking for psychic or medium, just go through a referral where someone has recommended and had a good experience. Okay, there is no main qualification to be a psychic or medium, okay, but certainly look at people's testimonials on, like for example, I've got loads on my Facebook page.
Okay, well Wayne, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
To find out more information on Wayne Isaac, just look up Wayne Isaac under past guests on the moreshow.co.uk website.
Visit themoreshow.co.uk/shop to purchase products and services from your favourite past guests. If you're new to this site, you can also catch up on the previous television and radio shows through YouTube and the More Show website.